Discuss a question related to sodium chloride equivalency. Means we have to calculate E, that is equal to FD 1% of drug divided by FD 1% of NaCl. Sodium chloride equivalence of benzylpenicillin potassium with an FD 1% value of 1.02. This is the FD 1% value of drug, that is equal to 0.102 and 0.9% isotonic solution of sodium chloride. So FD 1% of NaCl is not given. Now we have to calculate this one. FD 1% of NaCl is equal to 0.52 divided by concentration or percentage concentration of NaCl or isotonic NaCl, that is 0.9% in this case. Now 0.52, what does it imply? It implies that isotonic solution of NaCl, that is 0.9% NaCl, it depresses freezing point of water by 0.52 degrees Celsius. So that's why we have written 0.52 here, and 0.9% is the concentration of isotonic NaCl or normal saline. Now we have to divide 0.52 with the 0.9, and answer will be 0.5778, 0.5778, and it doesn't have any unit. Now we have to find equivalency, that is equal to FD 1% of drug divided by FD 1% of NaCl. FD 1% of drug is 0.102 and FD 1% of NaCl is 0.5778. So 0.102 divided by 0.5778, it will be equal to 0.1765 or 0.18. Now let's understand practical application of this E value. So say for example, there is one prescription that make 100 ml of isotonic solution of benzylpenicillin containing 2 grams, containing 2 grams of benza or benzylpenicillin potassium. We know that equivalence value is 0.18. Now first of all, we will try to figure out that how much NaCl is required for 100 ml. So we already know that 0.9 gram are available in 100 ml. So it's 0.9 gram. Total NaCl required to prepare 100 ml isotonic solution is 0.9 gram. And now we will see that how much benzylpenicillin or benza will contribute to this 0.9 gram in 100 ml. We have to make 2 gram of benza in 100 ml. So formula is very simple. We can write NaCl contribution NaCl contribution of drug, that is equal to mass of drug multiplied by E. Mass of drug in this case is the 2 gram. Doctor is prescribing 2 gram to be injected, multiplied by E value is 0.18. So 2 into 0.18, it will be equal to 0.36 grams. Now we have to subtract 0.36 from actual amount of NaCl needed, that was 0.9 gram. So additional NaCl required to make it isotonic. Additional NaCl required to make our solution isotonic, or to make isotonic solution. It's very simple. Now we have total amount of drug, that is total amount of NaCl, that is 0.9, and we also know that how many grams of drug are needed, that is 0.36. So we will subtract 0.36 from 0.9. So 0.9 minus 0.36, it will be equal to 0.54 grams. 0.54 grams. So 0.54 grams of NaCl will be used, not 0.9 grams, because remaining amount will be of our drug. So this is how it is solved, and this is how it is used. So what was the prescription? We had to make 100 ml containing 2 grams of benza. Okay, containing 2 grams of benza. We already calculated equivalence, or sodium chloride equivalence value, that was 0.18. Now we needed to confirm about amount of benzylpenicillin as well as of sodium chloride. So we know that in 100 ml 0.9 grams of sodium chloride are required. We have to make solution isotonic. We can't make hypertonic or hypotonic solution. We have to make it isotonic. So isotonic means 0.9% of NaCl. 0.9% means 0.9 grams in 100 ml. After that, we have to check NaCl contribution of drug. Say for example, if NaCl was 0.9 in 100 ml to make it isotonic, then how many grams will be required to make it isotonic? You can't do simple dilation method to confirm this thing, or you can't go with direct narration or direct relation to interpret this thing. You have to understand FD 1% and then sodium chloride equivalence value. So NaCl contribution, we will calculate it with the help of formula mass of drug multiplied by equivalence value, that was 0.18. We already calculated. So in this case it is 0.36 additional NaCl that is required. So 0.36 is the amount of drug that we will use. Remaining will be amount of NaCl that we have to use. So we will subtract 0.36 from total amount of NaCl required to make solution isotonic, and we will get the answer of 0.54. And at the end we will have 0.54 gram of NaCl and 0.36 grams of our drug, that is benza, and we'll mix in 100 ml sterile water, and as a result we will get we will get isotonic solution of benza.